Good morning, everyone. It is January 8th, 2025. And just kind of showing how the day is. It is a whole different look than it has been uh, when we were walking before. Such a, it's not the warmest day of the year. I'm also walking earlier than usual because we're expecting snow. What a concept. Colorado snow. So yesterday I hung out with my granddaughter because she leaves this weekend. And I'm just walking back looking because the kids still walking to school like they're super duper late. But because kids don't care anymore. We have kids who will show up 2 hours after school starts. Sorry, I'm trying to get it together here. They will show up 2 hours after school start, and there's really no consequences. There is, oh, well, we're glad you show up, which I'm about that. I'm not about going off on kids when they walk in the door. You're late. They know they're late. But my greeting is mostly, oh, I'm happy to see you here. I'm glad you're safe. And I'm going to write you a pass the class. Now, however, after that's all said and done, it's not up to me, though, because I'm not the disciplinarian there. It's up to whatever process in place to carry through for consequences of being late to school. Of course, as the school counselor, it's more my obligation to find out with the student what's going on. Why are you late? Sorry. Look at it. It's morning time. Everybody's just zooming through. Why are you late? What's going on, And then to report it to the proper authorities. This is what's going on. But it's not also in place to say, oh, let's excuse it. It's just to find out and say, well, let's see how we can support this individual because they're having issues getting to school. But we don't do that at all. It's get to class, and that's the end of it. So the kids come in whenever they want to. So thus, kid back there, he's all the way up there. You can't see him. He's just going to school at 9:09 in the morning. School starts at 7:15. Really? And we have buses. I don't work in this neighborhood. My school services this neighborhood. I shouldn't say my school. The school that I used to work at. Beautiful words. I used to work out. Y'all forget my face or whatever. Like I said, kind of jumped out of the bed, threw some clothes in the washing machine, put some warm clothes on, and ran out. Well, I wasn't even supposed to be walking this morning. It's trash day. So I went to put out the trash, and I thought, it's really not that bad out here. So just go ahead and do your walking and do it early, since yesterday you didn't walk at all. And the reason why I didn't walk at all is because I got to hang out with my granddaughter, and she leaves this weekend. So we had a lot of fun yesterday. I didn't even expect to have fun. She has my car, so she wanted to go to the bank because she needs to get her passport because she has a great opportunity. She was chosen for a program where she's going to be going to Holland. And so she was trying to get all the paperwork necessary, things she needed to get for her to process for her passport. She's never, ever left the country before. Now, my grandson, who went to China, he's the first grandchild to leave the country. So hopefully the other two will experience seeing other countries. And so then we just went from place to place. We bought her a suitcase. That wasn't for her Holland trip at all. None of that was for. She needed another suitcase because when she came home, she got so much stuff. And she didn't really want to mail it back to North Carolina, because what happens is, our experience, it don't get there. It circulates. The very first package, which was very traumatizing, when she went to college, we sent her this big package of all her stuff, and it didn't get there. So finally, it got returned back to me. It was jacked up. The box was broken up. It was towed up. Hot mess. And you know why they returned it to me? Because when I wrote the address, I wrote the number down, street, and then I put the @ sign like you do in your email. We all know that means @ and then I put the university. And I guess the postman doesn't really do technology or email or whatever, so they didn't know what the @ sign meant. Really? So within a month span, it circulated. So then I went on, and when it came back, broke it down in 2 boxes because everything was broken up, busted and everything, and finally got it to her. Then there was another situation. She packed some stuff, everything got broken up, but that was her fault. So this is if I told her, don't really come over here and buy nothing. If she does, bring an empty suitcase. I think she did, but she still overbought. And so anyway, so we went and got the suitcase. Then we decided to go thrift shopping. So we went all over again. I love thrift shopping. Now, when we went thrift shopping last weekend, I didn't see anything. I didn't buy anything. So when I went with her, I found I'm a toy collector. So I found some action figures that I was looking for, actually. And I'm glad I went and found it, because I found it at the Goodwill outlet. And that's where you pay by the pound. Because when I was going on eBay, I don't know if it's Mercari or Mercury, but I think it's Mercari. When I went on Mercari, it was about $20 for that action figure. So I don't know. I think I got it for about, maybe, if I had to pull it out of my total, because I only paid $13 for the stash I had, and it was a bunch of CDs and everything in there, because she wanted all these CDs. CDs were like 69 cents each. CDs and DVDs, yeah. And so it was like $13, and she had a whole bunch of that. So I would say that action figure cost me about $1 or something. So we went and we did that. And then her mom texted me, wanted me to go get some Popeyes. And I wasn't supposed to get Popeyes for me, but hey, temptation was great. But my biggest thing was not to stop sweets, but nope. I go to Popeyes, I get the chicken, and devil is just really busy. And so I got the strawberry cream pie, and then I got the mango tea. Mango tea, not so bad, unsweet tea, but the service sweet, but not enough to disrupt your system. But that pie was not needed. Okay? So we got to start all over today. Because I do believe it's the sugar that's causing my weight gain. It is the sugar that's causing my weight gain. So anyway, here we go. I'm getting toward the end of the block. It's those skies. Those snowflakes really want to fall. And I don't care. I'm in my sweats. I don't care if the snowfall while I'm walking. Not bad. I live in Colorado. But guess what I'm not doing? I'm not driving in it. Guess where I'm not at? Work. I'm not at the school. And every morning I get up, I forget it's a school day because I don't care. It doesn't matter. But it reminds me, hey, I feel like this is one long weekend. God let me live and nothing happens. Have a very busy weekend because, I don't know if you can see my thing. Well, you can't. But it's Founders Day weekend. Delta Sigma Theta Founders weekend. So we got some things that are planned for our weekend, and I am really excited. My daughter and I, my legacy, we're going to just get out, because she's now remote. She works from home. So we're just going to find a reason to get out the house and stay busy, stay visible, stay involved. It's really important when you're not in a space where you're around people and you have the ability. Okay, so I'm going to turn around now. And you have the ability to help people to remember you still exist. But I remember when I first retired, I didn't want people to know I still exist. I wanted them to be like, what happened to Miss So-and-so? Where did she go? How's she doing? And now, it don't matter. I don't care one way or the other. Everything I do is not going to be with such great purpose as far as that goes. Ego's gone. So I'll keep walking, heading the opposite direction that I started out. I really don't care this morning if I get 30 minutes in. I'm just trying to push a routine and trying to stay movement. That's what I'm talking about. My brain don't cooperate with my thought process. So when my daughter brings my car, God willing, because she's leaving tomorrow. No, she's leaving Saturday. But she's supposed to bring my car tomorrow. It's a city bus. She's supposed to bring my car tomorrow. Maybe I'll have a routine of getting up, going to a gym or something. As it gets warmer, a park. My daughter has, her mother has a great trail by her where she lives, a nice trail. And I haven't really been, well, the park itself I've walked around, and I have the video of me walking around the park. And so she has, I'm looking at the lady with the dogs. They better not come over here. So anyway, so she has a park I walked around. Y'all saw that it had the blackbirds, crows, and but behind that park there's a trail. I love Colorado because of its trails. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't do all those trails. I've done a couple, and they're nice when you do, and you got to drive out to them. But this one is right there at my daughter's house, which is about maybe 5 miles away. And I can be able to do that without disrupting her and going into her space where she's working at home. I can just park in front of it and just get out and go walk the trail. But I haven't done this trail. And so they were supposed to walk with me down the trail so I can have some familiarity with it. Now, on the other side of that trail is a schools. And I remember we used to walk so far, but we didn't know where the trail led because it looked infinite. And so come to find out years later, it leads to where she's staying right now. So I just want to, my purpose of going through there first with somebody is so that I know what the traffic looks like, what kind of people go through there. Because there's, like, here in this area, there's a tunnel, and it goes under the main street. And, but I know on the other side of that tunnel is, okay, here we go. What is the word? School. And it's a school I used to work at. And the kids would go from the neighborhood through the tunnel to get to school. But we also knew at the other end of the tunnel where the school is, kids would be sitting out there smoking. It was called Smoker's Corner, and there was a lot of drugs done under the tunnel. People, not just kids, it was just homeless. But I'd never been in the tunnel, and I'm not interested. So they have all kind of interesting things that, you know, you could just go walking and do in the mornings, but it doesn't make it safe. So over here in another video, I was telling you about the townhouses over that we have. It is low income based housing. It is, and anyway, over there it's not nice. Sometimes it's quiet for the most part, but it's not nice. A lot of times, a lot of crime scenes has happened over the years, but it's not like a daily thing. So, and I'll walk through there. I don't have no problem walking through there. But if I don't have to, I won't. But 'cause I used to be out there 2 o'clock in the morning, you know, because I'm babysitting or something. And that was, you know, for years. And, oh yeah, so I remember one morning years ago, I was walking on the opposite side on the sidewalk over here. And this dude was in his car and he's watching me. And this is when the cell phone, you know, the flip phone was all that. And I had this flip phone. He was just watching me. He getting in his car. Then he started pulling out, going real slow. So I flipped out that phone, reversed that camera, aimed it at that man, and he zoomed out of there. I was laughing because I wasn't playing with him. I'll record my crime scene. I'll record it. Now, I might not get through it, but I'm going to record it. Somebody going to see it. And, but other than that, I don't have a problem walking through there if I have to. I don't have to walk through there anymore. I don't know nobody over there anymore. And so when, about say in the early 2000s, we used to, because you could hear the high school's intercom system, which is across the main street. Like behind this, there's a main street, and Marion Thoreau, that's the tunnel. And across there, you could hear the intercom system. So we would hear there's a fight over here at these apartment or townhouse complexes. And the principal would calm me down and I have to jump in the car with him and we'd run over here. And as soon as we get out the car, the kids would scatter. They would just run. So everybody knew me. And the complex people knew me. So when I referred kids, families over there, you know, my name came down as a referral, you know, they would get an apartment. And I was thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Not for me or for credit to me, but that of some good. And that's the purpose, is to be of some good. So thank you, like my name has some good attached to it. That is not good for me, but good for everybody. If it's good for me, yes. What's the use of it being good for everybody but my own self? But mostly to take that and help people. Take my name and help people. Can your name be used to help people? And stay humble within it, because knowing you got to behave because it's your name, it's your brand. And so fond memories, and that's what I'm creating, fond memories on film. I didn't capture them on film, and so now they're being captured on film. I don't know what these people think I'm doing, walking through the neighborhood, speaking into my phone. They probably think I'm recording, or maybe I'm security. Oh, there's the mailman. He up very early. My mailman comes at 5, but I see the mail truck come in that early. But yeah. But anyway, so I'm going to end the video. And yes, I did miss a day yesterday, and it was well worth it, because I had the most amazing time with my granddaughter before she goes back to North Carolina. I really had a great time. We both, at the end of the day, with us, said that was nice, and we felt like we hit the jackpot. We found things we wanted, and it was a winning day. Okay, sorry, trying to get these gloves off to end the video. So y'all have a good one. Getting ready to cross the last block, hit the corner, and go home. Y'all have a nice one.